What's going on, everyone? So I want to talk about the Florida Gators versus the Arkansas Razorback game tomorrow, noon. The Florida Gators are going to be dressed in all black. It's going to be awesome to see. But the Arkansas Razorbacks coming into the swamp with a record of 2-6. You're like, when you hear that, you're like, man, they must really suck. Listen, the thing about Arkansas, they year in and year out, they have a rough schedule. And this year is no different. Their last 5 games, now they're on a 6-game losing streak. Their last 5 games, they lost to LSU on the road, 34-31. I want you to listen to these scores. Now, they lost to Texas A&M, 34-22. Then they go on the road to Ole Miss. They lose 27-20. They go on the road to Alabama, lose 24-21. Then they lose 2 weeks ago to Mississippi State, 7-3. Arkansas just fired their offensive coordinator, as you could tell, especially after Mississippi State. It just nothing offensively. KJ Jefferson's confidence looks like it's down. Maybe with the new offensive coordinator coming in, you have a week to prepare. You have 2 weeks. You had the bye week, and now you come into the swamp, maybe rejuvenated. This is a team that the Florida Gators should not take lightly. They're still an SEC team. I think Arkansas, the record doesn't show how good they are. If you've heard those scores. Those are one-score games against top 25 teams. Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss. I mean, those are good teams, and those are on the road. So, again, it looks like they play well on the road, and they're coming into the swamp. Noon game. Florida coming off of a big loss against Georgia. How's their confidence? Florida's banged up right now. Just got the news a couple of days ago. Shamar James out for the year. He's the Florida Gators' leading tackler. Of course, he's a linebacker. A lot of your linebackers are going to be your leading tacklers anyways. So we're going to see what Manny Nunnery, who's going to be taking over for Shamar James. But there's a lot of question marks. There's actually some more injured players on the defensive side as well, on the defensive line. So we're going to have to see. Some guys are coming into the game questionable. So, we're going to have to see what the Florida Gators look like. How banged up are they? Arkansas, they've had a couple of weeks to get healthy, maybe to get their minds right. This could be a trap game. The Florida Gators are 5-3. They need one more game to become bowl eligible. We know the last 4 games, or especially the last 3 games after Arkansas, it's going to be a rough schedule. They got Florida State, Missouri, and you still have LSU on the road. Florida State's coming into the swamp, but we know Florida State's a top 5 team in the country. So this is the game for the Florida Gators to at least get that 6th win to become bowl eligible. But the Florida Gators cannot take the Arkansas Razorbacks lightly. I think you're going to get a confident, I'm not going to say very confident, I think you're going to get a confident Razorback team coming into the game. And, you're sitting there like 2-6. I mean, come on. We're going to walk all over them. Well, let me tell you something. The line, if anything you want to look at what the bettors are look at the lines. It's changed throughout the week now. It was a 6-point favorite for the Florida Gators. Listen, they're at home. Okay, I was like, I think it would be closer. I think the Florida Gators can squeak out a win. I think they win 24-21. But I started looking. I was like, okay, let me see what the bets are looking like today. And I looked today, Friday afternoon. The line right now is Florida 3.5. It changed that drastically, especially with the injuries that the Florida Gators are plagued with right now. Arkansas, they fired their offensive coordinator. They don't know what the Arkansas offense you're going to see tomorrow. So, listen, the Gator offense and defense needs to get their head right. Yes, you just got beat down by Georgia. They're the number 1 team in the country, which actually now it's Ohio State, which is weird. But, listen, Florida needs to get right, get their minds right. Hopefully, if some guys are out, next man plays, next man comes up, and they take care of business at home. It is very important for the Florida Gators to get a victory. I think it's a must-win for Billy Napier and his coaching staff as well, because if the Florida Gators can't pull this Arkansas game out, I think you're going to start hearing some whispers throughout Florida Gator country. So hopefully the Florida Gators can get a win. I predict a win. I think the Florida Gators get it. Like I said, 24-21. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game, not going to be a blowout. You're going to get Arkansas's best shot. But guys, hey, as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.